You cut quite the hunter's figure.
You!
I've just had a thought. Every master I've ever served has favored different tactics. One party I joined consisted only of ranged specialists.
Protect the shipment! Steel yourself! Cut the fiends down! Don't let them touch the shipment!
Hey, how did this happen? We must defend the cargo. They're a tenacious lot.
Our task is complete.
I thank you for coming, and what luck!
Shall I show you the way home?
Caught the ogre's attention, Master. Try to keep it occupied. I shan't squander this opportunity. Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
If your pack grows over full, simply...
You best go elsewhere. There's no business to be had.
That man just now.
There's no business to be had here.
Fancy a look at my wares? Fancy a look at my wares? Do come again.
Well, it takes two to make a sale. And this seller had nothing to tempt us with. Our funds are better spent elsewhere.
The Arisen is ever proof.
This is, of course. Nothing's free in this world.
Do stop by again.
Greetings. I trust you are in. If you have any questions, ask away. If aught about what is here that to begin with, of course, which is to say, is there aught else you care to ask? Aye. Take care then.
I would appreciate your swift return, Master. A fell unease begins to gnaw at me when you are gone over long.
'Tis not our place to hurry the Arisen.
You made it after all. Guess that means I win. Oi, you lot best pay up.
Dear me.
You didn't disappoint, did you? You've done well. Seems only fair I answer any questions weighing on you. Figures you'd want to know about him. We're supposed to be neutral. Ordinarily, I wouldn't say a word. But I suppose I can tell you. His real name is Dara, but he's been exiled. We had no choice, see? After he went off to play the false, we're men and women of shadow. That's why he was... That all you wanted to ask? For all this, Dara was... But he failed. Took a massive injury to the chest during, so the title fell to me. That's when he went off, saying he used the scar on his chest to pose as the Arisen. And what a scheme that still. You'd have a... But we can't have him thinking. Me thinks he needs something to remind him of. That all you wanted? What can I say? Not many people... Anyway, we send them... We only trained... That all you wanted to ask? Aye. Till next...
I happen to be in possession of the Veiled Tome, Owl and Blizzard. I'd even be willing to part if you'd be willing to trade me Fulminous Shield, the magic Aegis for. Oh dear, still haven't found it?
Well met, sir.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
These faces have grown mightily familiar.
Our combined might is a force to be reckoned with.
While in another world, I happened upon a treasure chest rather close by here. Perhaps I could show you the way? There are one or two places of interest nearby. I could tell you more about them if you like, Master. I've got a good feeling about this one.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
Lucky us. That's worth taking.
Very well. I shall await further orders.
Twas a fascinating tale those soldiers outside the palace were discussing.
Regarding the Queen Regent and an important personage, you mean?
Aye. Tell is her ties to this figure from the neighbouring country have a romantic tint. These writings could be of import.
Did you want something?
Won't someone do aught about this?
I'm near enough of this stress.
I'll harvest what I can, should it please you.
'Tis here that I beg you to conduct yourself with care, and with a reverence befitting of one who walks among the dead. You are more than welcome to return.
Pray, slow your feet. You run too fast for the likes of me.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
Well met, sir.
Welcome. Mayhap if I hang about, someone will buy it.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your majesty's claim. Have you divined aught of the false sovereign, your majesty? This appears to be a bill calling for the arrest. But hold a moment. But a clever plan. Furthermore, and all the while, a clever ploy. I've no doubt that this bill...
That thief maester's a capable sort.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your majesty's claim. So the acting chief of Melve was blamed. I suspect this is some ploy of the Queen Regent and her ilk. However, I've heard no report of her capture as of yet. It may well be that she is safe. Perchance, she has fled somewhere outside. Is there aught else you would speak of, your majesty? So, however, I've heard no report. It may well be. Is there aught else you would speak of, your majesty? Do not forget that we...
Let us press on with our next objective.
I'm dead on my feet, but I've much to do yet.
There'll be a few heavy purses about today.
Time to be heading home.
Peruse at your leisure.
Over here, if you please.
Mayhap if I hang about, someone will buy it.
I've nightmares if I let myself worry. I could take half as many lives as my parents.
There's a ladder here.
Perhaps new discoveries await us upon.
Battle is upon us! Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
Stay right there. I'll be with you in a trice.
Thank you.
Are you all right? Perhaps you should rest a moment.
Good day, sir. What might you be looking for?
Now, no matter how far we stray, we'll be able to return here in a flash with the use of a ferry stone.
Got? It looks better on me.
Over so soon. Why, we seem to have come through unscathed.
Here, an enchantment of cold to freeze our foes.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
No harm in picking a few.
There are one or two places of interest nearby. I could tell you more about them if you like, Master. While traveling beyond the rift, I uncovered a treasure chest hidden in this very locale. Shall we seek it out? This gloom has an eerie cast. Ooh, I can't wait to find out what's inside. At last! The moment I've been waiting for. Allow me to gather these up. Surely this is a jest. All that effort for so little gain?
Rarely have I felt so empty.
We shall have to crane our necks to spot our foes in a place like this.
Keep your eyes peeled. I'll go and open the chest.
This seems a decent spot for a campsite.
The sun has yet to set. We could rest here now, or press on a while longer.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon. Yes, Master. I shall hasten to your aid.
I shall summon a storm to blow our foes away.
Tis in caverns such as these that monsters thrive.
Keep your eyes peeled and beware of dark forms.
By your leave.
Then I shall remain by your side.
Together we are indomitable.
Once more.
Here we go again.
If we must, let us finish this quickly.
By your leave.
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
Whenever I see so much as a gleam of treasure, I cannot help but want to claim it.
Isis' sting is yours to wield.
You truly are formidable, Arisen.
Boy, you there! Quick to fight, give us a hand. Right, lend us your aid. We're in your debt.
Scatter the goblin!
You've a strong arm. The goblins are well routed. 'Twas a simple I don't know where we'd be if you hadn't.
There are one or two places of interest nearby. I could tell you more about them if you like, Master. A forgotten rift stone we've not discovered lies nearby. 'Tis this way, as I recall, from my last sojourn beyond the rift.
Thank you.
Still in one piece?
I've got wares of every ilk. Pleasure doing business with you. Have a gander at my wet. It's a pleasure doing business with you.
Our adventure continues.
Come. We've much to be getting on with.
Feeling rested, I trust?
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the furious element.
Very well. I shall return.
At last, I should like for you to see this place.
Oh, you've come to a dangerous place. Scaly beasts make this their den. We've been dispatched to cull them. A small force ventured inside. Though I've seen neither hide nor... I'll not stop you if you wish to explore, but don't look for my aid if aught goes awry.
There's a haze over my eyes. Can anyone hear me? We need help. I don't want to fall here.
Damn blizzard! Is this where I'm to draw my last? I'm sorry! I am in your debt, sir. Thanks to your valor, I shall live to fight another day. An enchantment of cold freeze our foes.
Our task is complete.
You're not one of our... Forgive me. I can... Would you aid me in reaching the entrance?
Heed your senses. If aught feels out of place, it could very well be a trap.
Naught can threaten us if we watch each other's backs. That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
Well, I'm sure there's still room for improvement. Any way to climb up there? I'm not sure what we'll find, but it might be something useful. I've a means of getting over there, Arisen. Shall I assist?
We ought to bring word of this to Captain Brown. If you would be so kind as to follow me, I shall take you to the one you seek.
Bauble the ferry stone. 'Twill allow us to travel vast distances in an instant.
It's not an item to be squandered.
Would you care to see a sorcerer's magics in action? Shall I assist?
Now seems a fine time to sort through your belongings, Master.
Let's see. What can we do without?
went in there to... I underestimated you, friend. You've done well this day.
Got to find out what this town needs and sell it.
Welcome, sir. Doubly so. So if you're here to bar, hope to see you again.
Nothing caught your eye? Oh, that's a shame. Let's hope there's aught worth out.
I should like for you to see this.
I've got a good feeling about this one. While in another world, I happened upon a treasure chest rather close by here. Perhaps I could show you the way?
Is that a statue I espy over yonder?
This distance, I cannot be sure. We shall have to make our way over to it.
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here? Come to think of it, was there not another task we were to see to somewhere nearby?
When the mind is split, the heart must lead. Also, I've learned.
There is much we ought to tend to. You've done a fine job. The number of those, should you continue, and ere it slips.
'Tis done. I knew.
As a reward, you will, of course, require raiment. There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a... So the acting chief of Melv was blamed. However, I've heard no report. It may well be that she is... Is there aught else you would speak of, your Majesty? Aught shall change once... If your Majesty has any unfinished business to it, very well. Is there aught else you would speak of, your Majesty? Do not forget that we...
Follow me, if you would.
Ah, how I've longed. A good sleep does wonders. Come.
Much to be getting on with.
Ready to forge on?
I have no issue falling asleep, even at...
Nary a thing more tiring than making conversation.
Getting proper rest is an important...
That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it?
What ought I to do?
This ox cart's bound.
I'll need to see some coin before I let...
Ox carts make for relatively safer travel.
I wouldn't mind a chance to doze off as the hills roll by.
This can't be right. We've got goblins!
Shame I've no advantage against the foe. Are we all in the same boat?
I could have done no better.
You really ought to have returned by now.
This ladder can take us to new heights.
Ah, excellent find.
I can only hope she remains safe.
Methinks I've an idea of where Sir Ulrika might have gone, Master.
Follow me, Master. I shall guide you to the location.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
What am I to do? A new performance requires new raiment. What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
No harm in picking a few.
Tis a fair reward. We cannot complain.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner. We're here, Master.
To think I cannot return to Melv. This village also suffered the drag ray. Give my... Slowly, my name shan't be cleared. I intend to stay in this... Slowly, my name shan't... I intend to stay in this village and invest...
Pray, allow me to open yon chest.
Sir Arisen! Thank heavens, just when almost...
Oi! What are you doing?
Jonas!
Is that right? You did it? What?
My apologies, yet he speaks true. Pray, calm the beast.
These Saurians are a stubborn lot. They think quite about setting in again. What about the two dread?
Let my magic grant you an elemental boon.
The Saurians are no more, I see. That's twice you've come to our rescue. You're more than a friend to have. Truly, we cannot...
Here he is! I found our troublemaker!
Jonas! What?
This blasted beast. How many times? There can be no doubt.
Forgive me.
Jonas!
You would say that. Seems to me...
Jonas, please!
There!
I do apologize. But we mustn't let this... I do hope you shall visit...
A ruder fellow I never met. The village's troubles are far from done if you are...
Thank you, sir. We've a long road ahead. But fear not. Harv village shall be bustling again ere long. I do hope you'll stop by if ever you're passing through. Thank you. We've a long road ahead, but fear.
Slowly but surely, my name shan't be. I intend to stay in this village. Slowly, my name shan't be cleared. I intend to stay in this village.
Pray, follow me.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service? Well met, sir. How might... To be of service. Always a pleasure.
'Tis this way.
There are one or two places of interest nearby. I could tell you more about them if you like, Master. I'll harvest what I can, should it please you. Look, Master, a treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it.
This ox cart, I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
It falls on me to resolve last.
That's quite enough.
Haven't you a lantern arisen?
A cyclops!
Shame I've no advantage against these roads. What more is this boat? While traveling beyond the rift, I uncovered a treasure chest hidden in this very locale. Shall we seek it out?
The Arisen has been torched! Quick! Douse the flames!
Certainly, Arisen. How might I be an aid? Stay with me, Arisen. Wait a moment. Isis' sting is yours to wield.
This ox cart's bound for Burnworth. I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
We have reached our destination.
There are worse ways to travel, I suppose.
This... I'll need to see some coin before I let...
What ought I to do?
What?
It is pleasantly cool here. What with the canopy overhead? I suppose it is too much to ask that we pass through unmolested.
Have my support. There's a ladder here.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
Can't say I've any time.
Well met. Looking to make purchase? Much obliged, sir.
Ah, my humblest thanks. Tis good to know that Ulrika is set.
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mate,
I pity those content to live in.
what am I to do? He really... What am I to do? What am I to do?
I'm in no hurry. Wonder if there's any easy work to be had.
Tis good to know that...
Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage... both roles myself. But enough about me.
Shall we get some rest then? I feel refreshed and ready for a new day.
Off we go then.
Ready to forge on?
Tis good to know that Ulrika is...
Swapping stories is one of life's great pleasures.
Wait for the new equipment's coming.
Wonder if there's any easy work to be had.
Should I get up to today?
You're a welcome sight, Arisen.
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises. There are one or two places of interest nearby. I could tell you more about them if you like, Master. It would seem our fight is not yet done.
We fight! To arms!
Well, we've eaten our fill. What say we settle our stomachs with a few hours sleep?
This isn't right.
Halt! This village is under the direct authority. Glad we understand each other.
If that is your destination, we cannot follow. But know that your return is eagerly awaited.
You dare incite my wrath?
Stop this! I beg of you! Nowhere to go.
Well met. Glad to see you. The tyranny of the Queen. I had intended, I'll be honest with you, the dragon's flame has devastated what I mentioned as only problem is perhaps if we... Alas, we village... How goes it?
I can't even...
My wits desert me.
Off to jail with you.
You dare incite my wrath?
Who goes there? You're
Our weapons are being kept in yon storeroom with those cowards.
Say, mayhap we could distract them. Then someone could slip in and...
Nay, better not. We're simple villagers.
But Ian, someone has to act. But Ian, someone...
It isn't worth the risk. Better... You dare incite my wrath?
Ah! Fie, that hurts! But Ian, some...
Stop this! I beg of you!
That's enough.
Maybe I'll seek out a town I've yet to visit.
You dare incite my wrath?
My spirit, it quails.
Off to jail with you.
Stop this! I beg of you! You've nowhere to go.
I cannot bear it! How are you faring? Have you been able to procure any weapons for us? You've reclaimed our weapons. My thanks.
I've got you cornered.
Don't fret. I've got... With me! Hold your ground. Do not let our foe approach. Have courage!
This cannot be. We must withdraw and regroup.
Tis a ladder. Shall we see where...
You have my gratitude for aught you've done, and if I were you, I'd leave this place. At any rate, this is where we part ways.
Fancy a look at my wares? Always a pleasure.
Well, it takes two to make a sale. And this seller had nothing to tempt us with. Our funds are better spent elsewhere.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service?
What should I get up to today?
Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see.
There are worse things than turning...
Good morrow, everyone.
Come. We've much to be getting on with.
I don't know about you, but I am full of vim and vigor. Oh, that took nary a moment. Now that we're here, what did you have in mind, Arisen?
I'll gather this. It might be of use.
must you run so fast? I can hardly keep you in my sights, Arisen.
No! I'm not sending any.
But Jonas, isn't it your...
I've held my tongue. This is impermissible. As Halves leader, can you truly say... I, Jonas, I shall follow my oath. All those with the strength and...
We have been called upon to render aid. Let us make haste.
Sir Ulrika is ever a beacon of hope. Let us make haste and join her at Stormwind Cave. Follow me, Master. I shall guide you to the location.
Well, now, isn't this lucky? Someone who knows the way.
'Tis you. My thanks. The captured villager ought to be...
We will likely find our charge in the cave's depths. Shall we press on? Methinks I know the general destination. Shall I show you the way, Master?
Well, now, isn't this lucky? Someone who knows the way.
Here, an enchantment of cold frees our foes. Whatever 'tis you need, I shall gladly oblige.
We collect as much as we can carry. Over so soon. Why,
Round water,
saved. Thank you.
Thank heavens you yet live. Let us be on our way. The other villagers shall be thrilled to see you in good health, I'm sure.
Would you mind coming over here? I see our goal has changed. I would not presume to direct our course, but do let me know if you require a guide.
The Arisen is capricious indeed. But don't despair. We shall count upon your guidance when the time comes. The old man is strange in word and deed, yet I can't quite bring myself to dismiss his tales for all that.
Curious, isn't it?
Mayhap his maundering will make more sense to us in time.
It's rather high. It might be beyond our reach.
Leave this to me, Master. I'll see us through. Shall I assist?
I am honored to be called to your side, Arisen.
Full glad I am to see the sky again.
Such dark depths take their toll on the spirit.
I knew it to be so.
You have returned triumphant, I see. Oh, what a relief.
Indeed. And now that the task is done, I shall leave Har Village, ne'er to return. In exchange, I beg you to forgive those who joined me. Yet I will go forth from this village with my head held high, glad in the knowledge that no lives were sacrificed under my watch.
There'll be no need for that, Ulrika. In light of your good deeds, all shall be forgiven.
After you left, we who remained discussed that which our village treasures most. It is as you yourself have said. A village is nothing without its people. We ought to have learnt that lesson well after the dragon chased us from our homes. Yet 'twas your heartfelt plea that reminded us of it. Ulrika, would you honor our village by becoming its chief? 'Tis our hope that you will guide us, and that your kindness and wisdom shall unite our people, human and bestian both.
Aye. If that is what is needed, I shall
It seems Sir Jonas has seen the error of his ways, but I've no doubt Sir
One could not have hoped for a gladder outcome.
I appreciate none shall harm this. If you've a quarrel.
Well met. Looking to make a bet? Purchase. Hope to see you again.
I heard what transpired. Thank you for fighting on my people's behalf. You cannot imagine my relief when I beheld that everyone had made it out unharmed. Say, would you visit me again once night has fallen? Say...
There are one or two places of interest nearby. I could tell you more about them if you like, Master. I've got a good view of the...
You've come. Glad I am to see you. Follow me, if you would. Tis a strange thing. I ne'er knew how vast the sky was, till I left Mel behind. Time and again you have come to my aid. Would that I could repay you in some way. Alas, there is little I have to offer. Yet, if your heart e'er aches for a place to call home, then may this village... No, not the village. If e'er you're in need of a hearth to return to, then let it be mine. Whate'er trials we may face, I shall see this. Whate'er trials we may face.
Ah, I'll take that.
Whate'er trials we may face.
Living's odd.
Well met, sir. Can I interest you in a room, sir? Glad to be of service, sir.
If I sleep on my woes, it sets my thoughts down dark paths as I sit on my feet, but much to do.
Even I know when to shut my trap.
No harm shall... If you've a quarrel, take it up with...
There's a calm.
What an exhausting day.
Aye. Sigurd, you're the current Arisen, aren't you? 'Tis a style, all a patchwork of techniques. Aye. For so long as we are united in our
Tis no more or less than what one might have expected.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures. Can I interest you in a room, sir? Glad to be of service, sir. Can I interest you in a room, sir?
I have no issue falling asleep.
Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead.
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
This looks as good a place as any.
There is much we ought to tend to. If we aught shall change, if your majesty has any unfinished bit, very well. Is there aught else you would speak of? Do not forget that we...
I'm not sure what's best.
This ladder can take us to new heights.
Ah, excellent find.
Can't put a price on it.
Only care I have is how to spend the day.
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it? I could swear I've seen what's needed here amidst what we have in storage.
Every day.
Good day, sir.
Here's a
What might
welcome
you
sight.
I'm always doing about a dozen things at once. Try all I might. I can't.
Well met, sir.
Kind to me.
Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long...
We must rest.
I fear I've no wisdom to offer.
Our adventure continues.
Come. We've much to be getting on with.
Ready to forge on?
I'm nodding off where I stand.
Let this be a bad dream.
I don't know what to do.
My, I'm trapped like a rat in a cage. This Arisen's both shrewd and... Tis obvious, no? Let's just say that I was to report on your comings and going, but I suppose that job's over. So, how about it, friend? Will you let me go? I've no reason to trouble you any further. Understandable. Still, no harm in asking, was there? Let's go...
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
Heavens! No!
You there! Halt!
Shit! We're in for it now.
With all likelihood, he is an agent dispatched from Batal. Pray, let us handle the rest. We will hear all he has to say before the week is out. I bid you, wait till then.
Report to me if aught catches your eye.
Yes, sir!
Oh, the sight of yon ox cart has brought all my fatigue to the fore. Shall we climb aboard?
Walking everywhere is certainly tiring.
This armor's seen better days. Would that all my days were so tranquil.
Quiet at last.
Places such as this depend upon my vigilance.
Not without its charms.
Off we trot. Always the same, day after day, just how I like it.
Naught compares to a real vow. Naught of import ever happens here, anyhow.
What's the road for something?
That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it?
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. Ah, yes. Regarding your pursuer from some days past, as we suspected. He was indeed an agent from Batal. When he learnt of your Majesty's escape, he began inquiring after your movements. 'Tis a glad thing we captured him before matters escalated. As to how he learned your Majesty's location with such ease, I intend to extract the answers from him anon. I shall be sure to inform you when I do. Pray, take this. 'Tis the least I can offer for your Majesty's assistance.
So the agent was of Batal, after all. 'Tis rather eerie that someone should be sent across the border to spy on you.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. Aught shall change if your Majesty has any unfinished business to attend to. 'Tis best, your Majesty, that attire. I apologize for my brusqueness. Is there aught else you would speak of, your Majesty? Do not forget that we There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to... Aught shall change, if your Majesty has any very well. The coronation is to take place on the morrow. We shall depart early in the morn, so your Majesty would do well to get a good night's rest.
Master! Pray leave this place! My body, it refuses to obey me! There is a voice within my mind. It commands me, sways my very will!
Sways your will? Could it be that the gods sway? We must quit this place, your Majesty. I fear our plans may fall to naught. Let us return to the tavern. We've been had. The false sovereign commanded the pawns at the coronation, proving his own power as Arisen. According to Regent King Sven, the pretender was wearing some sort of lavish necklace at the time. I imagine this artifact is the Godsway mentioned in that letter. Perchance 'tis a tool that grants power akin to that of the true Arisen. Alas, unless we find some way to unmake this Godsway's power, proving your Majesty's legitimacy shall be difficult indeed. Allow me to speak to the agent we captured some days past. Perchance he knows aught of use.
Never could I have imagined such an outcome. What manner of artifact is this Godsway? I suppose 'tis pointless to ponder. Let us await the results of Captain Brant's investigation.
I knew it to be so.
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. If the information we pried from the agent is to be believed, there is a place in Batal devoted to the study of arts most queer. I believe it is worthy of investigation. Should fortune smile upon us, your Majesty may even discover some method of undoing the Godsway's hold over the pawns. Yet official dealings twixt Vermund and Batal are suspended, and 'tis no simple matter to gain passage through the latter's fortress. Fortunately for us, however, the agent was hiding this on his person. I bid you take it. 'Tis an entry permit, allowing passage through Batal's fortress. It even bears the crest of the Batali Palace. It must have been commissioned by someone with great influence. I doubt any would dare impede your passage with such an item in your possession. There is one other thing, Your Majesty. With the permit came information I found most intriguing. An oracle who once served in the Vermundian court now resides in Batal. This oracle foretold the coming of the Arisen and was banished from the kingdom when her prophecy displeased the Queen Regent. Indeed, 'twas by this same oracle's power that the agent in question came to know of Your Majesty's whereabouts. The oracle knows much of the Arisen. Should you make her acquaintance, she may be able to offer you aid during your infiltration.
I'm in fine fettle today.
Materials, eh? I shan't deny they have their uses.
What's this? Oh, if only my alas, and 'twould wound. If you're curious, the man's home is located in back. I've been here so long, I've forgot why.
Do take care on the road, sir. These are... dangerous times, we...
Much obliged.
This inspires naught but misuse.
Oh, there's something written here.
Let's have a look then.
There's got to be something fun to do here.
Oh, yes? I possess no ill intent, I assure you. I merely wished for a closer look at these bows. Those of other races differ, so that's all 'tis, mind. Curiosity. I have no desire to actually own one of these contraptions myself, and even if I did, it isn't as if I could purchase one.